Hello, and welcome to the Wizard Weekly News. I'm Makayla Hodge.
And I'm Madi Medina. Thanks for joining us today. Hey Makayla, can you skate?
What do you mean?
You know, board, blade, or scoot?
No, not really.
Well, there are lots of students who do skate at our school, and as a part of the renovation of our school, there is now a place for the students to store their boards so they don't have to carry them around all day. Mr. Thomas has more about the new skateboard rack.
Well, the skateboard racks were new this year. It was part of construction, so we knew that we have a lot of skateboard people here at Windsor High, so we wanted to add skateboard racks for safety, that students could put their skateboards into the rack and secure them up. We have had students in the past that have lost their skateboard or had it taken, so we wanted to be able to let them secure it and also not have to carry them around into the hallways or leave a lot of skateboards in the office. They, after we get quite a few, they do take up room, so we just we're wanting to let students know that we have a skateboard rack here to let them use.
In other school news, last Saturday, WHS was a host to Colorado Youth Weightlifting Championships, featuring a number of Windsor High School weightlifters competing against other gyms around the region. Windsor High is the only high school in northern Colorado that has a weightlifting club and was represented well on Saturday. Head coach Matt Cooper says it's quite an honor to be the coach of the only high school Olympic weightlifting in the region.
So this Saturday we hosted the Colorado Youth Weightlifting Championships, which is a meet I started about 3 years ago. We had about 35 kids from all over the state, actually even a few from Wyoming come down to compete in this. The youth category for USA Weightlifting is ages 17 and under, so we had kids from all the way from 7 years old to 17 years old at this meet.
Congratulations to all the lifters representing Windsor High School last Saturday. Hey Makayla, do you have a garden?
Why do you keep asking me all these weird questions?
Because tomorrow kicks off the Johnny Jacoby Spring Plant Sale sponsored by the Johnny Jacoby Greenhouse and all the students involved, along with Miss Spohr and Miss Bailey, who have worked so hard raising the thousands of plants currently in the greenhouse.
Okay, well no, I don't have a garden, but maybe I will after I hear about this killer plant sale.
We have a lot of different plants. We have hanging baskets, which are great for Mother's Day gifts. We have vegetables, which are great for starting up your garden. And then we also have a lot of really nice bedding plants too. Everything from petunias and marigolds and New Guinea impatiens and salvia and coleus, all sorts of options for those.
As the month of May draws closer, that means that the spring play is right around the corner.
The Windsor High School Thespians will be performing The Music Man May 2nd through the 4th. Keegan Cunningham and Sheldon Kewen filed this report on the upcoming spring musical.
Some of you might be interested in making millions by becoming a Hollywood actor or actress. The spring musical would be a good place to start for some experience on acting. WHS's annual spring musical is called The Music Man. The spring play dates are May 2nd, May 3rd, May 4th.
Well, The Music Man is a really fun, high-energy show, and even though it was based in 1912 and done in the 1950s, the show has lots of dancing, lots of singing, some love stories, and plus there are cute little kids in it.
Lead roles in the spring musical are Tyler Grasmick and Felicity Sade. Tyler will play the role of Harold Hill, while Felicity will play the role of Marion the Librarian. The show is a comedic musical about a salesman named Harold Hill who scams the people of River City into buying uniforms for a boys' band and has plans to skip town with all of the money, but meets the librarian that transforms him into a good citizen. A dramatic yet romantic play will have you hooked in seconds.
So Music Man is a show about a con man on the run from every other con man, and he comes to this very small, very family-minded town, and it's him trying to convince these very stubborn people that they need to change their ways, and he manages to change their ways, and then they don't like him. So it's a very good show.
Remember, this musical is for your entertainment, and the hard work that actors put in is meant to entertain. So please remember to show your support to their performance and show up. For Wizard Weekly News, I'm Sheldon Kewen.
We finished with a look back on the annual Distracted Driving Day which was held recently to coach freshmen on safe driving habits. Miss Mann and Mr. Johnson, or KJ as the kids like to say, have been sponsoring this event for several years, now in an attempt to bring awareness to the 9th graders about the dangers of driving while dealing with other distractions.
Drunk driving, as well as texting and driving, accounts for nearly 1/4 of the deaths of teenagers. Raising the awareness of these statistics and teaching students how to avoid these situations in major parts of this event.
So we have a bunch of guest speakers that come in. Ron Waterman comes in just to kind of get the kids pumped up, like a, what's the word I'm looking for?
Introduction?
No, I'll come back to that word.
Motivational?
Motivational, yes, to get the kids motivated. And then we have speakers from Harvest Farms that come and they tell their life stories about addiction or drug abuse or alcohol abuse, whichever one, and it's just a male program. We have Marva Wilcox come and tell her story about the loss of her daughter and her friends the day that her daughter's friend turned 16. The fire department talks about distracted driving. Officer Sanger talked about MIPs and the consequences of MIPs, correct? And am I missing anything?
The corner.
Oh, and the corner, Larimer County Corner. And the whole purpose of the day is so that the kids can see this stuff through presentations versus having to experience it themselves.
That's going to do it for this week for the Wizard Weekly News.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.